How is everybody doing? Welcome back. We're here. This is B2B9 Behind the Brick.
Behind the Brick. Hey
I'm
guys,
Ryan.
it's me, Ryan.
No, you're Thomas. I'm
This
Ryan.
is it's me, Thomas. This is Ryan, and we are Behind the Brick.
Some company updates. We're onboarding new clients. Can we talk about that? You want to touch on that?
We are doing more client work, and I think it's really interesting because the more I jump into that the past few weeks, I'm realizing like how much our job is like service providers, especially in like e-commerce and Shopify space. It's changing so quickly.
Yes.
And doing these projects, I'm like now realizing the value isn't necessarily the code because that's kind of the easiest part to do now, which is kind of in many ways a tragedy for developers. Um, but
I don't know how
I
true that is. Go on.
well, I can,
Go on. Go
I
keep
can
going.
talk I can talk about that a bit more, but I will say yes, we're doing more client work, and I think our role is evolving from purely just developers to being more orchestrators and strategists, and
Yes.
because we have actually the bandwidth to deploy code changes much faster, at a higher quality with our oversight, and we can do more things like reviews and audits and strategy and
Yeah.
optimization, and that's the part I'm excited about, and I'm excited that we are picking that up and working with more clients.
I agree. I mean, the game is evolving for sure. With that being said, I don't necessarily think that really changes our roles too much at all. I think for a smaller company, trying to launch and trying to just get off the ground in terms of developing a website and just kind of getting something out there, the game is forever changed. Like it is so easy to just get the ball rolling and start with this sort of thing. But for the clients that we're working with, between like the 1 and 10 million market range and even bigger, nothing's really changed. Like you still need a developer to go over these changes, regardless of the pace that they can come at you, right?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
and
100.
I'll say this, like you, and I'm evolving into this as well, but have just experience that I think is genuinely invaluable, especially you. I mean, really only you. Like 10 plus years of being in this ecosystem and really understanding it from a coding perspective to like how you set up the store, who you're going to be dealing with, like how you're going to be dealing with it. Like truly, not a lot of people have that. And I'll say that at Brickspace we do. Like we do actually have that. So I really don't think much is really going to change. I think people are going to start to realize, like I keep using this mechanic analogy. It's like, sure, you're going to be able to do this easier, but will you really have, I guess, even the willpower or the desire to make these changes yourself when you're a huge brand? And I'm willing to argue that that answer is no.
I agree. I think there's also like a level of yes, you can open up your website if you're like if you're not a developer, you can open up your website and like give it to Claude or Codex, whatever. You can give it to any agent and be like, make this cool or update my button. Like, but you don't really ever know unless you know. You don't really know
I mean, that's there it is, right? Like that's it. It's like,
like
do
is
you
it
want to
good? Did I
kind of
fuck it up or
do you want to
what?
mindlessly make changes? Like, and that's a risk. Like for a big brand, that's a
Exactly, huge
if I was
risk.
running a brand at that scale, I would not want to do that. Honestly,
Yeah,
I would never
exactly.
do that. That sounds like insane. Like that sounds like huge problems. That sounds like days of potentially days of like lack, not days, but hours of a lack of sales. That's a broad statement, but I think you get what I'm saying. I think everybody at
Yes,
home probably
yes,
would
yes,
too.
yes, yes. It's that's the thing. With a lot of client work or service work, I think the idea is like, or I've always like heard this. It's like, yeah, like it's expensive to hire people to do things, but it's even more expensive when you hire the wrong person. Like,
Yeah, and these bots,
or
dude,
yeah, like
these
you just
bots are cheap and they're good. Like there's no denying that. And anybody who tells you otherwise, as it from a developer standpoint, is genuinely lying. And if you're, I also think like we've had this conversation before too. Like, if you're not using these tools, you're so far behind, man. like I don't know if it's like an ego thing or a pride thing. Like you should be using these agents. They're good, they work, but I don't know. I think the idea of not wanting a human touch in there is it's a brave game to play. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you kind of just also have to like. I feel like it's so much easier for like a developer to write code, or maybe not write code, but like ask an AI to write code because it's like you know what to ask for, you know what you're looking for. It's
yes,
like it doesn't get to that level where it's like make me a website and then you just wait for it. It's like you're telling it exactly what you want. Like use this library, use Tailwind, update these colors, like, and it'll
yeah.
do exactly what you want. But if you don't know exactly what you want, then it's gonna just usually pick the easiest, quickest option, which sometimes often not.
To summarize this, great for seasoned developers and a
Yeah,
great way to make some basic and even really intermediate and advanced changes to a website. Um, Super easy to set up, super easy to work with these agents, very easy to make an introduction website. And then to top it all off, even easier to fucking break everything.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can break everything with these agents. So just be careful, but they're awesome. I guess
yeah.
that's
I
like I'm
agree.
summarizing a good tool. We basically just broke down the way a good tool functions, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think also, and I was meaning to update, maybe put this on our service offering, but I feel like now that we've seen like some of our clients like use these tools, I was thinking about a way that we can offer like our guidance along that, like how to use AI and like use our specific like skills and rules and
I have notes for
uh
this, by the way, because not only that, but we should offer a service that involves like a one-time setup fee and integrating all of the, I don't know why I said it like that,
yeah,
integrating all of these tools and building them into your
their
website,
workflow. Yeah.
and your workflow and making sure everything functions with, yeah, well, you know what, we don't need to go into the specifics, but yeah.
Yeah, and
Also,
then I think the missing piece on that I wanted to say is like we can also give merchants or our clients those tools to draft those changes
yeah,
and like maybe tinker around themselves, and then like they can just give it to us and we can do a final review and actually tweak things. But I think that's the way it's probably going to be going a little bit, like where
it is. And
like
that's why we're making
develop.
glue, folks.
Yeah,
This is the exact reason we're making glue is because we're going to use these tools to build things. We're going to use these tools to refine things. We're going to use these tools to once over things. And then you're going to get a great human touch as well, an experienced human touch. So
yeah,
that's glue.
yeah,
And to segue into that as well, huge B2B changes coming to Shopify, just core B2B features coming to the basic plans, really. Let me read through this. Core B2B features, company profiles, catalogs, volume pricing, net terms are now available on basic, grow, and advanced plans, no longer plus only. So for smaller B2B businesses working on breaking into the Shopify infrastructure, this is huge for you. Plus still adds unlimited changes. That Shopify Plus still adds unlimited catalogs and company specific assignment, which is a really big deal. And briefly, all that is making unique catalogs for different customers, which is a really big thing. And maybe they put that into the basic plan at another point. But for now, that's going to be a plus only thing. I guarantee there'll be a ton of apps that already do this already. So that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think the agents are going to be good there as well. But I think I don't think I know that stuff requires like a crazy human touch still. Even being at .dev in those meetings and the air of unsureness in the room in terms of like what's going to be um, implemented from Shopify side versus like what needs to be an app, like all the API integrations. There's a long way to go. So that's exciting, but it's also a huge turn for Shopify. And I'd be surprised that in a year, if 2 years, that if almost every major brand in like North America or the vast majority of them isn't using Shopify's ecosystem, I'd be shocked. So we want to be in the B2B space too. We got
Yeah,
Keystone. We got Slab
I
coming.
I agree with all everything you said. Yes, I think B2B is like a growing thing on Shopify, and it's cool that they're bringing features to the lower plans, which you could have always done this. You just needed to use an app. Now that's like okay for people who just want like the very basic of a B2B implementation. They can
Easier than
do
ever.
yeah, they can do some of that just out of the box.
Yeah. Easier than ever is a stretch. Like, I don't want to get anybody excited. Like, it's not, it really is nothing like setting up a normal website. There's a lot of workflows and a lot of integrations and buzzwords. Like, it's a little hectic, but it's possible. And luckily for all the folks that want to be on Shopify, we've built out a, I want to say, 1/3 of everything that you need just into the theme editor and into a theme alone, which is a huge, I'd say like a quantum leap for a lot of people.
You say 1/3. I would honestly say for a very basic brand that
Yeah,
just
for
needs a basic B2B setup, like you could run like 90% of it through Keystone and then just use Shopify for like the price tiers.
yes, you could do that. You could. The one thing that I've noticed with working with Keystone over the past year or so is everyone's needs are so different. Like, there's not
Yeah.
one B2B business that like operates like another B2B business. You know, I'm sure
Yeah.
there is. That's a broad statement, but like from my experience working very closely with these brands, like they all need different things.
They all
And
have different integrations, different apps, or teams use
yes.
things differently, different workflows. Yeah. It,
Well, it's more just like different workflows and it's different needs in terms of access for like a login.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we won't go into it, but yes, it's quite nuanced. I think I'm selling us short. I think Thomas is probably right. I think that figure is a lot higher when it comes to customer facing tags and showing certain prices to certain customers and yes,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good interface to deal with.
Think about all the features that Keystone comes with that you would like you would actually just have to go to get a monthly subscription and use an app for, and now you can just out of the box, it
Yeah,
works.
I think that's
So
the reason why Keystone doesn't have a singular negative review as well, truthfully.
probably also because you're so good at helping everyone who emails. You know,
They get the help. Come to Brickspace for the help. It's not just me.
it is just you.
No, it's not. Tommy, you want to show the people this cool new site that's using, I believe it's Space, right?
Yes, I did also want to say you mentioned .dev and people feeling like worried about like what to build.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I should clarify here. I don't really think anybody's really unsure. It's more just Shopify doesn't fully know what I think they're going to be integrating into their own systems in terms of functionality and like what needs to be an app and what doesn't need to be an app. So there was a lot of people asking questions. I specifically remember clearly an app developer asking 4 questions in a row about 4 completely different applications, all in the same sequence. And almost every single answer was like, "Yep, that's probably going to need to be an app, at
right.
least for the time being." Right?
Well, I even find it like funny that they have all these like developer conferences and they'll announce new features that actually inadvertently just like completely maybe not kill but like really harm with some of their partners. What we just talked about, like releasing new B2B features. There's
Yeah, they
how
killed
many
Palette.
apps? Yeah,
They
like
killed Palette.
we just built an app that does that.
Granted, I think we could have done a lot more work to market Palette, but
It's still available if you want an
it's still
option
available.
if
I agree.
that you want to test out for sure.
Yeah.
Palette can help with price lists, and if you're using Keystone, it works out of the box.
Also, I think it would be a great idea to, as B2B evolves and we're creating more themes and we're getting more requests, I think Palette is going to be an expanding app. I don't think we're just going to leave it. We may. We're not too sure yet. There's no real definitive timeline or ideas right now, but I think it would be a good idea to build that out.
I did
But we'll see.
I did have the idea to make it like a whole B2B platform where you can like process all your like wholesale
Yeah.
orders, and you can have your sales team on there, and you can do orders over the phone and like put them in and like select, you know what I mean, like all that,
Yeah.
which obviously would be a lot more to build, but I'm hesitant to go that route. If I mean, we already have a million things that we want to market. It's hard to build things
I agree.
without the confidence of the audience
One
or
thing
the
at a time.
distribution. Yeah,
I
one
agree.
thing at a time.
One thing at a time, but no, it would be a good idea. It really does more boil down to audience and marketing more than
Yeah,
anything else.
because
But like, would it be a good
I
idea? Like, yeah,
know
sure.
we could do it really well, and it could
Yeah.
like be slick, easy, all that.
Unfortunately, there's a gajillion good ideas. It all boils down to implementation, I guess, right? Show
Anyways,
people this website.
let me. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Okay, this is olliebearman.store.
Bearman.
Bearman. Are you familiar with this
I
fella?
am. I am. I'm very familiar with this fella. Anybody that likes Formula One, a new and upcoming talent. Very cool. Kid's quick. Kid's
Yeah,
talented.
how old is this guy?
I don't remember, but he's young. He's a kid. I'll tell you right now.
Like, is he
Oliver
even allowed to be driving?
He's 21. So yes,
Oh, okay.
but he's very, very young. He races for Haas. Any Haas fans in the house, say what's up. Hard to be a Haas fan in this day and age, but uh, yeah, it is what it is. And he's got a
I like
team.
this
Anyone's got a
toe.
seat in Formula One? Yeah, I was looking through some of this. There's a shirt I like or a sweater I like, but cool product pages. Honestly, simple
Yeah, this is really nice.
and like
Honestly.
we're just a fan of sleek, simple design over here at Brickspace. Like we don't really like overcomplicating things. I think we've had this conversation before with Ali too. Buzzword, we had this conversation before. I think I must have said that 20 times today. But simple design, good photos, simple product pages. If you're making a site like this, don't go crazy. The
Yeah.
bare essentials. Clever.
Yeah, it's funny because Tom and Steph came over 2 weekends ago, and they watched like F1. They put it on our TV the day after they're over, and I was like, "What the
Yeah.
hell?" I've never really like paid attention to it, but it's like funny to hear that like, oh, people actually watch this shit, and a lot of people do.
Of course
Like
you
it's
say that, dude. Hey man, be careful. That's demeaning. People like this stuff. People like me.
no, of course,
Um,
dude. I have so much respect for it. I don't know. I
no,
would be
it's
terrified
definitely nuts.
to
Yeah,
drive a car and go fast. I like some of these photos too.
they are cool.
How
I'm
many
down.
followers do you think he has on Instagram? Oh, broken link.
Broken link, Oliver Barron. Okay, we'll get in their good books and we'll email them.
Okay, there we go. 100,000.
Even on just Team Mob and not just all in his own. I was gonna
Oh,
say a couple million.
okay. He's got 4 million. That's actually way more than I thought.
There's a lot of people that watch Formula One. It's
Yeah,
shocking the
yeah.
amount.
That's what I was saying. It's like I thought it was niche. Anyways, I like this. I really like this website. I think it's using space. And if you guys want a website like this, like your favorite F1 driver, then yeah, check out Space. Anyways, I will stop sharing my screen, and we can move on to the next thing.
We got a hot take today if you want to go over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will say that AI is a tragedy for developers because I feel like before in the past, I used to be way more proud and impressed with my work and like stoked, but now it's like, whatever. There's like a level of like craft that is kind of gone, honestly.
I think that's fair as well, but I kind of think that is the exact same with so many different industries, especially when it comes to like a lot of like artistic things. Like the structure of what once was is dramatically like downplayed in so many instances, not just coding.
Like, what do you mean?
People used to only make cars by hand. The
Yeah.
entire process of once building a car it was just done by hand. Building houses, like
I
really
agree.
anything you can think of, it has been not even so much AI, but automation and a series of like algorithms or code designed to push these machines into to not even push these machines, that's not the right word, but influence these machines into creating a specific thing. It's all been
I agree.
undercut by
That's
automation, and right. So like I don't think
mass
coding is,
producing.
and I don't think there's truthfully anything less to be proud of, because at the end of the day, like all it was an understanding of how to like use a tool, and now that's more accessible. So it just boils
Okay.
down to like good taste and design and execution, right? Like I don't think any of that should be downplayed.
Okay. yes, I agree with what you're saying, but I don't know. There's something about where coding or programming was more difficult. It felt way more rewarding to be like, oh, I'm learning how to do something. It's clicking, and I'm like, and I built this thing, and like, not many people can do that.
I agree. I don't think anybody can downplay that.
Like your example, like building a house. If you could just be like, okay, computer, build a house, and a house gets built,
And it's like amazing. It's like
and
an
it's like,
amazing house, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? I just did one of these on my own for 10 years.
maybe it's a little choppy, but like you didn't do anything,
Yeah, either or. I agree. That's nuts. It's insane.
and
It is like it could be. I could see it from your perspective too. Like you've been doing this so much longer than me, and I think like lucky for me, like right when I got into this game, as I was actually learning how to code,
yeah,
is
you
like
still,
like all of a sudden, yeah, no, I truly got the tail end of
yeah,
it. I was learning, like really learning how to write and use Liquid and use JavaScript when all of a sudden there was just like this button on the side of my screen that said like type in what you need here, and now
yeah,
I just yell at an agent all day. I just go, no, that's wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Fix this shit. Don't do that, dude. What are you doing?
make make no mistakes.
I'm not kidding when I say I have genuinely yelled and then apologized to an agent. I'm
Do
not
you
kidding.
use
I have done
the
that.
voice? Like
No,
you
no,
like
no, no, no,
okay.
no. That's
Well,
crazy.
I know a lot of people do because
I bet they do. I bet they
it's
do.
like quicker than typing. It's like okay,
It
like
is. It is.
yeah, for sure it is. But like I don't. Really like to like read through my prompts and like make sure I have all the right stuff. Like I'm never just
I
gonna
would
like
have to. I would have to write it down. I could never
yeah,
do it. I
exactly.
would. I would be constantly repeating myself because I'll start writing something out, sit there, pause, realize I'm phrasing this wrong,
Yeah,
and then start writing it again, or constantly edit it, and then give it one good prompt so it'll do the entire task in one credit, right? Like,
yeah. No, totally. I'm the same way. I can't get behind the voice to editing.
for simple stuff, totally.
Yeah,
Add 5 px of padding to the bottom of this button, turn it blue,
for
and then fuck off.
for for sure. But I mean, like, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
People are like asking, like, saying it's like, oh, you have to use voice. It's so much quicker. No,
Nuh-uh. Disagree. Hard disagree on that one, actually.
100% disagree.
What our hot take actually was for today? Here's a cool
Yeah,
little
what was
quote.
it?
DHL's 2026 trend report found 29%, which is an absurd figure, of shoppers globally would let AI make purchases for them in the next 5 years. And 73% of businesses expect shoppers to browse and buy through virtual assistants. The question isn't if AI becomes a customer, it's when your storefront needs to speak machine language. Okay. The
Okay,
discussion
my
question? Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, okay. My take on that is like 20. I don't believe those numbers at all. I was
Same.
never
Same.
asked. No one
Same.
asked me.
Yeah.
No one who
Who think it'd
interviewed
be
me
important? Yeah.
because I'm not going to trust an AI agent. Not
Well, we
for
exist in these ecosystems. Yeah, we
not.
wouldn't. So maybe we shouldn't get asked. You know what I mean? You got to ask the more,
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
want to say
like
gullible, but people that are less experienced with these agents, but still see kind of like what they're capable of and like news headlines. Like, yeah, those people would.
I do.
There's probably a lot of people that would say 29 or would agree.
I do also wonder specifically what they mean when they say have an agent make purchases for them. Like, is that purchases that person is already like? Is this like, oh, like buy me this specific thing, and then it goes and buys it? It's like, okay, yeah, yeah, I'd have no problem with that. Or is it like buy me a gift, and then it chooses a gift and buys it? Because those are kind of that's kind of two completely different things.
Yeah.
It's like just buying something that you've decided that you want to buy, or having it decide for you. I guess we'd have to look at that study.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's truly a hot take. I'll say that. That is probably one of our more hot takes. Like that. I don't know. The discussion question: when a bot is shopping for your store, is your catalog even machine readable? And who's the customer, the AI or the human behind it?
Um,
It's both, bro. Now it's both. I will say
It's
this entire process is undeniable, and like, yeah, things need to be set up for these agents, but guys, not much is really going to change.
I completely agree. I actually saw
Like,
someone tweet about this recently. I'm gonna pull this up.
like
Um,
nothing's really going to change. This is the guys. This is the same concept of what Google has actually been doing for fucking years. Of one, you type in a product on Google, or you don't even type in a product, and then like the first part of like the search results at the top bar will give you a few products of like what you're talking about. This is the exact same concept with I mean a slight variation in the sense that these agents are going to be more influenced and capable based off of like data and the way your descriptions are written or your site is written like that. But in a
you
sense, and is that's what agentic is. I think
Yeah,
that's
you can
fair to say.
ask. Yeah, I mean, you could have
Very simplified.
always go to Google and type in like hat, but I think the difference is now that you can be very specific and like ask it in a conversational way, like, oh, like what's a good hat to wear if I'm doing this and I have a blue shirt, like, and then I'll suggest something. But still, I
Yes.
mean, either way, it's just a suggestion. But
Yeah.
here, I actually have a stat to pull up based on all this.
You got numbers, dude?
Yep.
This guy's got
So
numbers.
so this is Kurt on Instagram, or not
Good,
Instagram.
dude.
This is Twitter. I still call it Twitter. It's Twitter. Um,
It's Twitter.
so he runs a Shopify agency. And this is what he's saying. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Copilot, and Claude combined 0.1% of sessions, 0.1% of revenue, 75,000 out of 76 million for our clients this year. That measured across 10 established Shopify stores. So if agencies are pitching you an AI traffic strategy, retainer, or anything around that, ask to see the results in a live dashboard. It's like, yeah, it's like
There you go.
there's a lot
Actually,
of
there you
people
go.
like there's a lot of people talking about this, but how much does it really matter? Like everyone's still going to websites, everyone's still browsing normally. There isn't this mass exodus to be like, hey agent, buy me a gift.
Yeah,
Computer, buy me a shirt.
dude, that's so it is so out of touch. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to shop like that. I work
No.
in this industry. I work with these bots. I do this shit. We do this shit every day. We don't want
Yeah.
like no man. That's crazy. It
Yeah.
actually is. I think just if we're putting it subtly, a little bit out of touch. So
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure that number will change
there's no
and
way that
will,
figure won't go up. It will, but
yeah, of course, but
quickly.
like,
And will it plateau like any other figure? Yeah.
of course, of course.
Yes.
But I still think it's definitely, in terms of people talking about like AI search or like discoverability on AI, it's like it's definitely overhyped. I think most brands probably need to just
Can
go
you hear
back to
me?
the basics. Is your product good? Are your customers happy? That's probably step one.
You know what, folks? We're 37 minutes in. Our goal is complete. That's Behind the Brick 9. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening. And yeah, if you guys have been listening, say something in the comments, man. We want people to interact with this stuff, not just for our sake. We want to post your. We want you to post your site. We want you to. We want to review it. We want to see your content. We're curious about what people think about like this format, like what we're doing with the podcast. So yeah, chime in, man. All your inputs like invaluable. So thank you, and tune in next week for B2B time. See you later, folks.